This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2025 Salem Grand Villa model 42DL. Okay, so this is going to be a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. So we'll start here at the door side at the rear. So you have regular crank type stabilizers. Okay. Your slide rooms, there's 3 slide rooms, they all have slide toppers on them. Okay. Your awning here is a power awning with LED strip on it. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campsite, roll it in so it doesn't get damaged by the wind. Of course, you have sliding door here and a regular entry door there. Outside speakers, power 120 AC and TV signal out if you want to put a TV out here. Get the drive-in movie. Now this is still covered with these panels for transit, so those come off when you gets to where you're gonna have it stored at, or where you're gonna plant it. So those will come off then. So you have a deep cycle marine battery, 2 LP tanks, regular crank type tongue jack. As we come around, like I said, slide toppers on these slides also. There's your dump hose kit. There's your crank. That's a 30 to 20 reducer there. Okay, so here's the water dock area. So the most common way to get water to the trailer is right here, the city water hookup. So you just hook the water on there, turn it on, and you're all set. Everything works. If you're camping someplace that doesn't have city water, you're boondocking or whatever, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here. Then you can turn on your water pump, and all the appliances will work, all the plumbing will work as though you have city water, but you just be pumping it from the tank. I'll show you the switch for the water pump when we get inside. Okay. This also has a black tank flush here. Basically, like it says on the sticker, always, the procedure is your black tank, which is toilet water and waste, you'll dump it, right? You'll leave the valve open. That's the important part. Leave the dump valve open. Then you turn on the water to this flush, and it'll clean out the tank, spray off the sensor, so you get a good accurate reading, that sort of thing. You have to remember not to turn on the water to that unless the black tank dump valve is open. Otherwise, too much pressure can build up and you can damage it. Okay. All right. So this is your on-demand water. You have on-demand hot water. It's on right now. There's the master switch for it. That's the important thing here. And the other important thing, this is a safety device here. This is your pressure release valve. Never release the pressure yourself, especially if there's hot water in it. It's a safety device, so just leave it be, and it just keeps too much pressure from building up. So keep that in mind. I'll show you the controls for this on-demand water when we get inside. Of course, that's your furnace vent. All of your dump valves are here. This is the vent for the range hood. So if you're cooking and you want to vent to the outside, you have to make sure that the baffle inside there, it's a plastic baffle, is freed up so it flaps freely. You just stick your finger up there and pop it loose from its latch, and it'll flap freely when you're venting. That's important, or else it will, the air you're trying to vent will not make it to the outside unless you open that up. You have a 50 amp service here, so we got a 50 amp short cord. We got a 50 to 30 adapter, and then we got the 30 to 20 adapter that I showed you a few minutes ago. Okay, cable and satellite through. You have a hookup for a telescoping Lippert ladder to access the roof. The reason you'd want to do that is the manufacturer states that every 90 days you should inspect the roof. Have somebody inspect the roof. Be very careful, of course. You want to check for damage caused by, it's the roofing material or roofing attachments that could be caused by low branches or road debris. You want to look at the sealant to make sure there's no cracking or separation where water can get through, that sort of thing. So You can't see what's happening up there unless you inspect, so the manufacturer says every 90 days, okay? Alright, as we come in here, the first thing we see is the carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It's glowing green. It should always be glowing green. If it's not, get it serviced. Never ignore it. It's not expensive. If it's not working, replace it. It's too important, okay? This is your fan here. I just switched it on. Thermostat, they're simple. You just push it till you get the mode button to start flashing. Then you turn it to get the mode you want. I'll go back to off. Select it. Punch it again to shut it down. It's very simple. Okay, so your control panel here, you have your slide out button. All the 3 slide outs are on this one switch. It's hydraulic, so one will go out after the other. You just push the button and hold it till all 3 of them are out. Your awning switch is right here. Never leave the awnings out unattended. This is a dimmer here, master switch and dimmer. Your water pump switch is right here. That's for pumping water out of the fresh water tank. If you don't have city water, it's also used to winterize the trailer. Awning lights and accent lights, and then of course your levels. You can just push it and check all the levels on your water tank and your battery, your water tanks and battery. Okay, for refrigerator, of course, and this strap is used to tie the handles together so the doors don't swing open. This is all the literature, all the stuff that comes with each component of the trailer. So it's stuff you can read if you're interested. You have a convection microwave. Okay. Now, I told you about venting to the outside. Well, here's the fan here. High, low, off. So in order to use that, you want that baffle open on the outside and flapping freely. You also have a light here. Okay. The ovens, or the range is very simple. You're just going to turn it, in this case high. You depress it, start sparking, it'll light, then you hold it for a few seconds to heat up the thermocouple, and you're all set. It's that simple. You can turn on your ambient light there, or your oven light there. Okay, very simple. You have here's top secret compartment back here for storage and what have you. Your TV has a remote. That should be this. What do we got here? This one here is the TV remote. This is your sound here. This has 3 speaker zones. A is inside this room right here. B is the front area, and C would be outside, I believe. You have a radio, of course. You have Bluetooth. You can stream from your phone to your tablet. Behind here you have USB drive, so you can put all your MP3s on a USB stick and take them with you, all your music with you. So it does everything you need to do. And then, of course, last but not least is the fireplace. That would be this remote here. So you can see it. The fireplace, you can do a few things with it. See, it says 00 right there, if you can see that in red. That's the fan speed. Push it again, that's low, so I can feel the heat coming out right now. Push it again, that's high, so it's really kicking out the heat right now. So it's an excellent space heater. And then, of course, you can change the color of the crystals and the fire. And it also has a timer on it, so you can set it to turn on and turn off whenever you want it to, okay? And that's it. Okay. The sink is kind of neat. First of all, these are your keys. Second of all, in here you're going to have a box that hasn't been opened yet, right here. And it's got more attachments. It's got some basins and some drying racks and stuff that fit in the sink here. And you can turn this to the right or to the left. If you turn this is the water knob. You turn it to the right, it operates the waterfall, which is right here. You have a piece that fits in here. You can lay your plates right here, and the water comes out over this, over this wide area and flows over the plates. If you turn it the other way, you go to the regular faucet, of course. Dispenser. You have a glass washer. You put the cup on there and push down on it, and it'll spray the inside of the cup out. Never just push down on that without the cup on it, believe me. It'll go off like a volcano, or a geyser. And so you don't want to do that. We can go over the attachments when you pick up if you choose to. Well, we can open it up and look at them, whatever you want to do. Okay, this sticker should be off here because this right now is not winterized. It's been de-winterized. Okay. Okay, let's look around a little bit more. You have 2 chairs here. There are 2 folding chairs. Well, right here. Normally those go under the bed, I think. They've just got them tucked in the corner there, so you'll keep that in mind. Over here we have a hide-a-bed, so you just pull these cushions off, all 3 of them, and set them aside. Grab it down here, unfold it. You got a 3-panel hide-a-bed, which is real nice. Of course, you have shades. Okay. Your recliners. You have the ripcord right here, and storage for your remotes and stuff here. All right. Okay. And of course, up here is the loft for kids and grandkids. And you go up this way. So you can see you got double bed over here. You've got one large one over here. TV hookups, everything you need. An escape window right there, as you can see. Another escape window just like it right there. Explain to your kids how to use it. Obviously you push the rod through and then grab a hold of that red tab and pull the screen out. That way you can escape. It's good to show them, you know, when they're visiting or when it's appropriate, show them how to escape from the how to operate those windows. Okay. So, bathroom. Let's start over here. So, this is your fan up here, up here. It's got a powered lid on it, a powered vent. So you're going to open it. Wait a minute, you got to turn it on. You're going to open it like so. Shut it off. This is your on-demand water. So let's see what we got it set on here. Off. So this is on and off here. It's 69 degrees right now. If you push this, you'll see it's set to 113. It's generally set at 120. You can do it however you want. 120 Fahrenheit. This button here changes from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Right now, all we have to do, as long as the water pump's on, and there's water in the tank, so we'll look at that. Let's make sure the water pump is on, because we don't have city water hooked up. And then we'll go like this. Turn on the hot water. See if it's going to work for us. I have to. If not, we'll just show you when you get here, because I didn't prep this trailer, so I don't know what state it's in yet at this point. But okay, I'm going to shut it down. But right now, apparently there's not water in the freshwater tank, I would guess. But when you come to pick up, we'll show it to you. In order for it to light, to go to the next step, it has to have 1 or 2 things. It has to have the city water hooked up with the water turned on, so it can sense water. Or it has to have water in the freshwater tank with the water pump turned on. One of those 2 things have to be happening or it won't light. It's a safety device, okay? This one also has a GFCI in it. Keep in mind there's a couple GFCIs in this trailer, a few of them. But all the plugs, there's many plugs, and all of them are wired through a GFCI, no matter what. If it looks like a regular plug, it's still wired through a GFCI. So if you can't use a plug, it's not working, always think GFCIs first, okay? Alrighty. And then, of course, your showers. Self-evident there. Storage. More storage. Always travel with this latched. You can unlatch it, right, so it slides around. But you always travel with, well, let me get it right here. Hold on, let me switch my hands here. There we go. With a latch like that. You don't want these doors just sliding around when you're going down the road, because they will break eventually, just a matter of time. We had one just a few weeks ago that customer left it unlatched and it cracked. So if you latch it like it is, it will not crack. So just make sure you do that. Okay. This is vacuum, of course. You have the dustpan where you just sweep in front of it and kick it on. It'll suck the dirt in. And you got attachments here, or a place for attachments. Those are, I imagine, under the bed here. Maybe, maybe not. This is a fancy bed here. No. Let me look around. Okay, so this. Okay. Just so you know, to winterize this trailer, there's to access the water pump and the intake hose and everything. It's behind this drawer. That's what this sticker's telling us. Okay, so just so you know that it's there. So this is pre-plumbed and wired for a washer dryer. This would be a combo here, or I think you might be able to put a stackable in this room too. But you definitely can use the combo if you want. This is your power converter right here. It converts AC to DC. So you can see on this side you have regular 120 AC fuses like you'd have at home, and they're all labeled. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here. You got 12 volt DC fuses, and they're all labeled. And so that converts AC to DC when you're plugged in. Also, when you're plugged in, it'll send so much energy your battery has up on the tongue, and it'll always keep it charged. So it's a AC to DC converter, distribution panel, and battery charger all rolled into one. Okay. Also, this is you always want this on when you're using a TV. Any of the TVs, that turns on the digital antenna. So you always want that on if you're using a TV with an antenna. This is your thing here. Your reclining bed. Okay. And I showed you the TV hookups. Okay. Look around and see if we got everything here. I think we did. I'm running out of time for this file here, so okay. Alright, so thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. We can go over anything, everything, any questions you have you can ask, and we'll talk with you about it when you come to check it out. And we can look at the sink more if you want to look at the attachments and how they fit in there. Also, there'll be water in the fresh water tank. It'll be set properly so your on-demand water works, and we'll show you that, and we'll go from there. Okay? Thank you very much.